Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Outer Wilds. So we managed to get into the Black Hole Forge last time, which is really exciting. I feel like there's more there to do, but I don't know what, and I don't know how. Alignment angle diagram. Diagram depicting the alignment angle between a warp tower and its corresponding astral body. Warp tower alignment angles are not exact. They only need to be within 5 degrees of the astral body's center. This results in slightly longer warp windows that last several seconds. Anyone stepping onto the warp platform during the active window will be immediately warped. But where's the warp platform? That's what I don't understand, is that there should be a warp platform somewhere that we can use for that. Warp tower's point is not its warp receiver, rather than a warp tower is always aligned with the center of its corresponding astral body. The warp receiver must be located or in close orbit around the relevant astral body. The hourglass twins are so close together that they function as a single astral body with a shared alignment point in between them. All the warp towers were being constructed on Ash Twin. Wait. Okay, so there is a warp tower on Ash Twin that... Oh, we have to do all of that again? Alright. Alright. There is a warp tower on Ash Twin that didn't seem to work. And I'm wondering if that's the one we have to get into. Hello, Adder Rock. We haven't gone to Dark Bramble at all, by the way. It's kind of funny. Alright, we have to go back to Brittle Hollow. We have to go back to Brittle Hollow. We got to raise the Black Hole Forge. We have to get our scout back into the Black Hole Forge. If I looked at the symbols and like actually paid enough attention to them like an intelligent being would, I would have figured it out, but I'm a little bit of an idiot, so you know, I didn't do that. But the symbol on Ash Twin is very similar to the symbol we saw in the Black Hole Forge. We just gotta know when the alignment is. I mean, we may not even have to know what the alignment is. This is a clever game. I haven't talked about it that much, but there's a lot of clever things going on here. Like, the fact that I got partial understanding of how it works. And I thought that it had to do with the sun. But when I went to use the warp tower on Ash Twin that took us to the sun, it didn't work when we immediately, like, aligned onto it. So I gave up. Is this where we need to go? The crossroads, yes. And clearly, if I had just stood on it for long enough, I would have figured, it would have teleported me somewhere at some point. But because I didn't have that understanding yet, I didn't actually teleport there soon enough. If I'm understanding this correctly, I could still be completely wrong. This is just a theory that I have. It's just a game theory. Alright, let's go. We still have more of this city to explore. I just am struggling to find the chance to explore it because there's all these other things that I keep looking at. Like, there's a lot here to check out. But that's why there's a teleportation location from the Forge to Ash Twin. That's gotta be it. Because it wants you to go to Ash Twin. It wants you to put a scout in the Forge. And then it wants you to go back to Ash Twin to use the warp point. Which should be uncovered by then. In theory. You know, we do have a little bit of time. What's going on there? Maybe we should check out some of these areas. School District, the Meltwater District, Eye Shrine District, and the Black Hole Forge District. Let's check things out up here. Because as we learned before, we do have a little bit of time to check this stuff out. Because it's not going to just immediately disappear. Or we have to wait for the sand at Ash Twin to go away. And this looks interesting. What is the Eye of the Universe? The Eye is older than the universe, so imagine how much it could teach us. Perhaps it's a cosmic library. Suppose the Eye is a more advanced being. The Eye is the source of the signal that brought us here. How can the Eye be older than the universe itself? Suppose it's a relic from a previous universe. The early universe was unimaginably hot and dense. If anything existed before, it would have been destroyed. Suppose the universe is older than previously presumed. What is the Eye's signal? Suppose the Eye wishes to communicate. The signal is a call. Were we the intended audience? The signal is the Eye's voice. It speaks a language we do not know. Or maybe the signal is the Eye's attempt at expressing itself. Of note, from the signal, we were able to determine the Eye's approximate age, or perhaps its lack of age. Be welcome to this place. The shrine is a space to reflect on what brought us to the star system. The signal from the Eye. We observed the Eye signal in our travels and followed it here to find its source. What we know is this: the source of the signal, which we have chosen to call the Eye of the Universe, is older than the universe itself. The rest we have yet to learn. Enter and open your mind to its possibilities. I wouldn't mind entering. How do I get in? Knock, knock. Let me in. Ooh, not going down there. Do we go up? Up, up? No? Up, up? Oh, this is awkward. Well, it was inevitable. This is fine. We are just wasting time, after all. We just don't want to waste too much time. We are on a time limit. Ooh. Take me away, Mr. Wizard. I'm finally starting to get the hang of this, I think. I mean, I would hope so. I've done it about 8,000 times. head back to the ship, and then we'll head to the planet. Ow. All right. There we go. Nice. It looks good. I could be wrong about that, but it does look good. It looks like at least some of the towers are exposed. There's the twins. Here is our home. And this is the one we want to go into. Let me in. 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 Oop. There we go. Now I have to wait for the sand to recede, but that's okay. Hello, son. Yeet. Excellent. All right. I wish there was a sprint key. I wonder what a 100% speedrun would look at this game. And I said specifically a 100% speedrun because I'm sure that, like, I mean, obviously, like, whatever the solution is to the game has to be able to be done within, like, 25 minutes. So, with that in mind, if you're going to do, like, a 100% speedrun of the game, or if you're going to do like a complete speedrun of the game, you already know the solution. You're just going to wherever the solution is and completing it. The question is, like, what is the minimum number of trips or journeys or whatever you want to call them that is required to actually uncover all of the game's secrets? That, I think, would make for a more interesting... Just the right one? No, we cannot see. It de-renders the image, which sucks. Maybe this isn't the solution. Maybe I'm just losing it. We're just just kind of hang out here for a bit. Why not? I mean, it's gonna take us somewhere, right? It takes us here. This isn't exactly what I had in mind. I think I knew this already. Yeah, this takes us to the cave. Okay. Oh no, wait, it's that one. Hold on. I'm gonna risk it. Smack. There we go. Alright. We still can't get through here. There's a door right here. Come on, game. I find it hard to believe. How else would we get in here? That doesn't look like a way. Yeah, that's not a way. That sucks. Well, that was basically my plans. My plans have been thwarted. So there's still gotta be someplace that this warps to. Or there's gotta be a warp point somewhere for this. That's what I'm not understanding right now. That's what I don't get. So why would this be here? Could we have to use the Ash Twin Projection Stone? While the alignment is going on? I don't really know what that would do for us. It doesn't really do anything. So what is this tied to? I feel like I'm being extremely dense right now. It's probably quite obvious. So we've tried this before. And I think it's just going to take me back to Ash Twin. Yeah. Back at Ash Twin. So there's gotta be a warp place on the, brittle planet that takes me elsewhere. But there's the one that takes you to Ash Twin. There's the one that takes you to the White Hole Station. I don't know if I've seen any other ones. They pretty stubbornly emphasize that, like, most of their warp towers are on Ash Twin. It didn't look like there was any warp areas in here. So what's this aligning with? What did this say down here? Be cautious near the boarding area while the Black Forge Hole Forge is in use. Nothing of value. Could there be another area that activates if the Black Hole Forge is down below? But how would we get down there? I don't know. I'm a little bit stumped right now. I'm just gonna take a second at the end of this run to review my notes, basically. let's take a look at where we're at. We'll do a little bit of a summary here. An advanced warp core was approved for installation in the central chamber of Ash Twin. We still haven't gotten into the central station chamber of Ash Twin. We still haven't opened up the mysteries of the Ash Twin project in general, or the vessel. Nobody traveled to the star system in pursuit of a signal for something older than the universe. They named the signal the Eye of the Universe. We have a few notes that we need to probably look into. We have this sun station. I don't know how to get to it. But we also have the Sunless City. There's more to explore at the Sunless City. Apparently we got everything at the Hanging City now. And we seem to have gotten everything from the Black Hole Forge. We may still need that dial in the Black Hole Forge, though, to access something else. So, it seems to be relevant that the anglerfish are blind. Maybe we don't have to be that scared of the anglerfish. This seems to suggest if we want to get more information on the vessel, we need to go check out Brittle Hollow. There's also this inside the seed, which we haven't figured out how to penetrate into these seeds yet, but there should be a way to do so. And then there's the Tower of Quantum Knowledge, which I feel like we should be able to access at some point. But I don't know how. Quantum Moon sometimes disappears to an unknown sixth location. Bed cave. We know this is the museum signal, though. Let's double check that. I mean, I'm pretty sure we know that's the museum signal. I don't know why that's such a big question mark. Maybe I am doing one more run. I was gonna go get some food or something. But, it seems like I'm committed. Yeah, I mean, I already know it's the museum shard, unless there's another signal. There is another signal. Is it in the zero gravity chamber? That would make sense. It's like below us. Okay, well, let's go to the zero gravity chamber and see what we can find out. Hello. Don't mind me. We're going on an adventure. Alright. I still want my thingy out, though. Man, my suit is better than this one. Alright. So I guess it's not here. Maybe it's in the caves? Ugh. Do I really want to go back to the caves? I mean, I guess we may have to. I mean, it would have been cool if they used this training area for something else, but it's fine. Apparently I put too much thought into it. Oh, it's not gonna let me keep the suit? Okay. I guess that's fair. There's definitely much safer paths down. Well, you know what? That seems like a good place to call it here. Until next time, folks. Happy gaming.